Hey, guys, welcome back. Oh my God, it's Super Bravo Tuesday. Finally, we're back again. Guys, if you know me, you know this is my favorite night of the week. Why? Because every single week, I bring to you special Bravo celebrity guests to cover what? Bravo, of course, right? So every week, we're trying to cover Bravo, and we have some really exciting topics. This week, I had a guest who was kind of privy to the topics that we were talking about. So I was going to bring on Candace Dillard-Bassett. Of course, we know Candace from the Real Housewives of Potomac, and you guys know that I've interviewed Candace already, right? So Candace was going to come on the show and help us kick it off and, get started for Super Bravo Tuesday. And then yesterday, I kind of found out that, okay, maybe she's not available. And if you guys know what's going on with Candace right now, and if you guys have been watching the Real Housewives of Potomac, obviously there have been some unfiltered tweets that have surfaced or resurfaced from Candace's past that I guess could be, it appeared homophobic, pretty much. And it's carrying a lot of weight right now. So pretty much she can't do just any interview. She can't talk to just anyone. So I'm trying to get her on. I know that a lot of you guys don't care right now because you don't care for her, but also this is still my show. So I'm going to bring on exactly who I want to bring on. And I'm so excited that you guys are joining me for it. Also, 80 in the room, and I'm not even a minute in, or I'm not even 2 minutes in. Holy cow. Guys, before we get started on tonight's topics, I just want to go ahead and cover a few things with you. One, we're giving away a free giveaway. So if you haven't seen it already, it's 3 days, 2 nights. It's in Texas. It's at the Mirabal Resort. It's all inclusive except the airfare and alcohol. So you can pretty much get whatever you want, food, a spa package, everything. They even pick you up at the airport and drop you back off at the airport. All you have to do is like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel, wherever that button is below. That way you don't miss any of our future content. And you could win a free vacation, so why not, guys? And then also, before we get started, 90 in the room, everyone please like this video before we get started on our Super Bravo Tuesday. I have to say this. We've been talking about our goals for my channel, and my goal is reaching 10,000 subscribers. Okay, so I'm not quite there yet, right? I get that. But today I got 400 subscribers alone. Last night I went to bed with over 5,900 subscribers. And today right now, I think at least I'm at 6,300 and almost 50. So that's over 450 subscribers in one night, guys. My channel is growing so fast, and thank you so much to all of you for doing that. And you guys know what happens at 10,000 subscribers. At 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to go ahead and break the wall behind me, and I'm going to bring out my fiance. So you guys are going to finally meet Jason, and I'm going to let him recap some with me. And also, guys, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, hey, this isn't your normal background. Normally, you're in a bat cave, right? Everything's super gray behind me. Not today. And this is why. So I have my, I actually just recently, I'm going to make this super short. I just recently found my grandparents, my actual birth grandpa this year, 2020, I found my grandpa. Thanks to Ellen DeGeneres. We went to the Ellen show and she gave away an Ancestry.com DNA test. So my mom found her birth dad, and here we are. We're in Lodi, California. So guys, this is so exciting. If this is not the normal backdrop, that's why it has a great reasoning behind it. So with that being said, let's get started. And thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video. The more eyes we get on it, the more people who are going to engage with us. And thank you so much, Grandma Scary, for the super chat. I really appreciate you supporting our channel. And thank you, Sarah, for the PayPal. If you guys want to donate to our channel and support it, you're more than welcome to send us a super sticker for donation, or you can check out the PayPal link in the description below if you, again, just want to support the channel. All right, guys, so our topics tonight. Below deck, Hannah getting fired, that was absolute BS. Bullshit. I'm not going to sit there and obviously say the bad word, because we're on YouTube. But Hannah getting fired was so ridiculous, and I want to say this. Obviously, if you've seen Below Deck before, you know that there's certain rules and whatnot, right? But this is starting to feel a little bit orchestrated to me. Why? Because I feel like we're having a whole cast shakeup in mid-season. Right? We lost the chef. Chef Kiko left because he was too, I think, good at his job. He didn't bring too much drama. And now Hannah's gone because Malia found prescribed Valium wasn't registered to the boat. You know Aunt Sandy Aunt Sandy. You know Captain Sandy knows that Hannah has these prescriptions. So why is this a big deal at this point? Who knows? Sure, it's not Captain Sandy's responsibility to keep track of Hannah's prescriptions. And yes, Hannah should have, put that in. But I have a feeling this is not your normal boating situation. I have a feeling production on board and everything else that for some reason I think somebody knew about these and they were using this as a storyline to get rid of Hannah. Because if you guys caught Captain Sandy when she was saying, I have to get rid of you, because of this, amongst other reasons, and started naming her anxiety attack, her behavior on board, and all of these other things, that obviously it's like you lost us in the conversation. Now we don't think that you're firing Hannah for the volume. We think that you're firing Hannah because Malia is sucking up to you and wants to be captain. So we feel like Malia is starting to, I guess, distort the storyline a little bit. I don't know. That's how I feel. They're claiming maritime law, but maritime law, that's in Spain, right? They're in Spain. Captain Sandy saying the legal CBD pin should not be on the boat, and also the value. I looked up the law today, and that's not necessarily true. So what's going on is Bravo is using the storyline because Hannah's ready to leave the franchise. Hannah was ready to exit below deck, and they took it upon themselves to give her that exit. Unfortunately, it wasn't the way that she wanted. But listen, when you sign for reality TV and you start putting yourself out there and putting out there what you're looking for, such as an exit, that's what you're going to get. And for example, I'm going to pan back over to Real Housewives of Orange County because that's one of our topics today. Vicki Gunvalson and Tamra Judge. I don't know if you guys missed the last reunion of Real Housewives of Orange County, but Vicki was super on it. I'm the OG. I'm the one who made this franchise. I did this. I started it. I should be on the couch. Guess what, sister? You're not going to be on the couch next year. And why? Because she was so vocal and boisterous. And I think at a certain point, when you're getting the 7-figure paycheck and you have these other housewives who are sitting on the couch looking pretty and answering and kind of talking when they're talked to and doing exactly what that job entails for 5 or 6 figures, that's probably why they're going to start booting you. Especially if you guys haven't been keeping up, Bravo's making pay cuts. So if you're an OG and you're making 7 figures and you're not delivering, you're probably getting cut. Hence, Vicki, Tamra, Nene, we're cutting, guys. Bravo is cutting, firing everybody. If you don't bring anything to Bravo, you're getting fired. If you're a racist, you're getting fired. If you have slurs, you're getting fired. That's why I'm not super excited to see anything happen to one of my favorite housewives, Candace. But I don't know if they're going to fire her for the gay slur. Tweeting somebody about somebody, you not liking a man because of his fashion sense or not liking somebody because they might like a man or whatever the case is, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't matter if it's color, skin, gender, religion, politics, if it's somebody who they love. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just absolutely unacceptable. And unfortunately, the person who I'm talking about kind of the catalyst and led a little bit of the movement of other Bravo firings, was super vocal about that. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I still hope to get said person on my show. After I'm talking like this, who knows? But at this point, honestly, I have to just be transparent about it. Especially, I'm not saying I'm fighting for my own cause or anything like that. I can't not talk about it. It doesn't make sense, right? Okay, so speaking on Candace and Real Housewives of Potomac, I did just cover this on Monday, and you guys know my feelings about Monique, Giselle, Charisse. I want you guys to call in if you missed that call, if you guys watched the Real Housewives of Potomac, and if you have anything to say at the end, call in. That way we can discuss this because I'm all about Potomac. I just want to say that. Thank you so much. How do you say this? Kiki Lee, Adam, my man, finally caught you live. Bye, Jolene. Yes, bye, Jolene. Thank you so much for catching us live, and thank you for making it. Guys, we're at 190 in the room with only 8 minutes in. Please, let's hit 200. I've never hit more than 220. So if we can achieve that today, I'm down for it. All right, guys. But no, so I'm going back to Potomac. We're obviously going to see all of this unfold. We already talked about it. If you have something to sound off, please sound off in the comments below or sound off, call in when I'm ready to take callers. Going back to OC Housewives. This is what I'm starting to not get. Actually, guys, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link below. That way you guys can start calling in. And then when I'm ready, I can just start taking everybody's calls. So speaking of Orange County Housewives, Vicki and Tamra, I don't really understand at this point what we're doing. So Vicki and Tamra, they keep taking photos together. They're all over the place. They're like, oh, tres amigas, -1, dos amigas. Right. With what show? No show. In fact, they have no reality show, but yet they're running around to every single bar in Real House or in Orange County saying like, guys, can't wait. We're going to be filming soon. Tamra, is that why you just went back to real estate? And also not just any real estate, guys. Do you know who, I think his name is John McGonigal. He had his own show for selling real estate in Orange County. This guy is, I have to be so careful what I say here. I can't even say anything. Watch the show, kind of dissect it for yourself, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. So now Tamra has just officially signed with this guy. So if that's what she's talking about for a show, 1, he's canceled, so that's not happening. And 2, Tamra, you're reaching, sis. You are reaching. And the only reason I say that is because she's so mad that Shannon's staying on the show. And she's like, what does Shannon bring to the show? Why is she on the show? Why am I getting cut? You're going to make me a friend for what? And then all of a sudden, Tamra and Vicky, they feel like they've lost all of these relationships. Nothing's organic. Vicky, she's on her high horse. She feels like she created the whole show. So I don't know where we're going with this, but I'm curious, what happens after life on Housewives? Like, these women, they receive these 6-7 figure paychecks, right? But then after it, all of a sudden now Vicky's selling her house, Tamra's selling her house. Tamra's all of a sudden going back to real estate. Does life just go back to normal if you're not like the upper echelon of Housewives? Like, if you're not the Erica Girardi or Yolanda Foster, or you guys know some of the Adrienne Maloof, if we're not those Housewives, do we have to go back to work? I don't know, guys. Tamra, save. All you got to do is save. It's not hard. Just save Tamra. But she didn't, and now we're back to work. So she says, I love real estate. I am so obsessed with real estate. Every time I walk into a new home, it just gets me so excited. Said no real estate agent ever. So we know that is the kind of facade that they put on. We know that real estate agents love seeing a new floor plan every time they walk into an open house. But guys, no. And especially, I don't know if any of you guys are not big real estate junkies or whatever. I did real estate here in Los Angeles a few years ago, and pretty much this is the commission, okay? If you sell for every $1 million home, after taxes and everything, you're making about a $10,000 to $15,000 commission paycheck. Normally it would be about $30,000, but guys, you have to remember the cut that goes to the house and taxes. So I know that sounds like a lot of money for $1 million home, especially in Orange County. Most of the homes are $2, $3, $4 million houses, right? You sell a $2 million home, you get a $30,000 paycheck. It's not that easy, guys. If it were that easy, everybody would be doing it. And I'm not saying Tamra's not perfectly capable of doing it, but it's definitely not the seamless, like, $1.3 million check that you get for screaming at other women for 4 months out of your life. They're two totally different paychecks. You're not drawing that paycheck from real estate unless you're maybe on $1 million listing or like the Altman Brothers status. I don't see this happening for her in that sense. I think that this is a total cry out for, like, holy cow, Bravo just hit me in the face and life is going back to normal. And I think that she sees that now. She sees that I have to start working. The CBD thing's not taking off. Eddie making a gym, that's not taking off. They sold all of their gym equipment. Life is going back to normal. I can't wait to see how this pans out. And I'm not going to keep talking about the Orange County Housewives because they're coming soon and they're going to have their space for that. But I did want to sound off on this only because they just started filming. Guys, the Real Housewives of New Jersey with the new housewife, and we're not confirmed on her yet, but Michelle Paez. I need a breath. Michelle Paez is a realtor. She's joined them. She's obviously on the cast trip with them. They're in Lake something or another. I don't even know what it's called, but it's something. And this is the real tea. So the real tea is I actually have an interview coming up this upcoming week with one of the newest boyfriends of one of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Go ahead and pick that apart for what you want. All we have to do is start by this. Which housewife isn't married? Okay, knock all of the married housewives out. Which housewife is single? Okay, so if they're not single, knock them out. So then who could I be talking about? Guys, I'm not going to go ahead and ruin it, and I'm not going to say who I'm talking to because I don't want anyone watching my show to go ahead and reach out to the same person and try to get that interview. But I do want to say I have a lot of exciting interviews coming up, and I don't know. We're going to see. It's one of my favorite housewives, especially for this specific franchise, and it's one that has the most controversy around her. I can't give you any more hints. I've honestly told you everything but her first and last name, but it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be talking to this man. This man has a great relationship with the family, and he's been around for a long time. Obviously, we know that they're dating, but we just don't know to the extent. I'm going to find out, of course. Again, guys, that being said, 241 in the room. I've never had this many. Let's hit 250. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video. Let's get more eyes on it. And I'm going to start bringing up callers, okay? All right. Jamal, go ahead.
Hey, so
How's it going?
the whole good. How are you? So
Good.
the whole Hannah situation, like,
I could not with that. First of all, it was prescribed.
Right, exactly. And I did some research like you did on the maritime laws. I really didn't understand what they were talking about. So based on what I read, the crew member was supposed to tell the captain about the medication, and then actually the captain's supposed to hold onto the medication in a locked cabinet.
Okay.
So I'm like, so Sandy, you weren't doing your job in the first place.
But what they're trying to say, though, is that she never told Captain Sandy to let her be able to do her job. But what I'm not understanding is Hannah's been very upfront for the longest time. She's always had anxiety, and she's had Valium since season 1. And anxiety attacks. So you're
exactly.
no stranger. And it's not Sandy's obligation, for sure. But
but my thing is, I'm not sure if anyone else, if I misheard, but I could have sort of heard Sandy say, well, I could have fired you a couple of seasons ago or a couple of years ago.
Yeah, she did say that. She was she's getting mad at Hannah.
Right.
Honestly, and Hannah kept her composure. She didn't say one bad. I think I have to say 2 things. I have to keep it PG because Hannah's going to be joining us. I don't think it's next week, but I think it's the week after. So that's exciting. But I do have to say, one, it was obviously in question the way that they edited Captain Sandy saying, "Oh, I should have followed her to the bathroom to make sure she doesn't dump anything." Mm-hmm. And then going in there and seeing the fact that she's in the bathroom and like it just makes her look like sketch. But also, again, the photo that I posted on the community tab on my YouTube, her name is on the prescription. It's right there.
Right.
Why would she have to dump?
Like, I'll be honest, I've been in and out on this season because it's just I can't do it. It's too much setup, too much production trying to cover their behinds because they casted a bad cast from the beginning, and that's why they're doing all this
switch ups though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're trying to correct everything, and then like Malia's boyfriend Tom. I'm sorry, that was funny to me when he was crashing and burning. I can't help it. I was laughing.
And Jamal, I don't know how religious that you watch Below Deck, but first of all, and I see that we see it coming up on upcoming episodes where Captain Sandy is like, stay out of the kitchen, to Malia. But in what world would she ever let the bosun sit down there and start sous chefing for the chef? That would never happen. Never. But now because it's her boyfriend, we're gonna allow that? No way. Get out of here. I want Kiko back because he didn't complain. He didn't sit there and burn. He didn't need 4 stews and a bosun or whatever. He didn't need everyone to help him.
Right. Actually, I want Adam or Ben to come back. I'm sorry, I do. Bring one of them back.
But I get why they did it. I see. My fiance and I, we were just watching it. And he brings drama. Something Kiko did not bring.
No, I agree. It's a production thing purely. Like they're like I said from the beginning, they miscast. They had to correct everything, and then you can just tell it was staged by the way it unfolds. And since we know that, it's like, do we really need to go through this? And then Sandy, the whole thing with her always on Kiko's back, hovering over him, like, go run the boat, go drive, go do something.
They were like pushing her, so it almost seems so pre-produced us getting rid of Kiko, and then it seems so pre-produced. Like I had Kaya in here who just wrote 2 seconds ago. She just said, if I can find it, it's okay. She said, how did he know to show up with his knives? And granted, some chefs say like I don't go anywhere without my knives, but also he's like, or she was like, how did he know to come there fully prepared? This was so pre-produced, it's not even funny. I think Hannah was obviously not in on the firing, if you can read from her face, but I think it was very respectful how she said in her confessional, like, listen, my time was done. It was like I was phasing out. I had a great experience, had a great time, great memories, bad memories too, but it's whatever. Like if this isn't the way I wanted to go out, but if this is the way I'm going to go out, then goodbye.
Right, but they were picking on Kiko first. He was like the first one to go, and they were sick of Hannah, so they kept bringing in people she did not get along with purposely. Like, why would you bring Bugsy in? And then they don't like each other. Malia was bad enough.
And Bugsy was the only so you're calling a random, and by the way, she did it again today, and now all of a sudden, and this is kind of annoying me too, because if you can sit there and dissect pre-production, then you already know. But her calling and saying, hey, I'm so sorry to call you again mid-season, but we're down a stew now instead of a chef. And then all of a sudden they send you Aisha. Out of all, there's no other stew.
No other stew.
You know what I mean? Like, where is she? But she's probably in the middle of Connecticut right now, or maybe, or she's nowhere near Spain. But she's gonna pop up.
Now, I agree. But do you think Sandy was in on this one? What are your thoughts?
Firing Hannah?
Do you think Sandy was part of this whole deal, from all the manipulations down?
For Hannah, I I didn't until she said, again, when she made the statement, she was like, Hannah, this amongst other things, and started naming things. It's like, you lost me. Now it's not about the drugs. It's like, now you've been compiling a list of reasons, of things, of why you want to take out this person. Now, no. I feel like this was orchestrated. I don't feel like this was a genuine kind of setup at all. And you want to, and something that I have to say, I've obviously interviewed Malia, and I've interviewed Hannah and Chef Kiko, but the way that Malia walks up to Hannah when she's talking to Bugsy about the reason she got fired is so dirty. And the fact that she knew that she was the one that dumped out Hannah's purse and took photos of everything. First of all, even if you're peeing in the bathroom, if you see a prescription, you start going through somebody's bag and then you dump it out and then you start going through the pen and come on. And also, second of all, on Hannah's in Malia's defense, Hannah, you should have known better. You know Malia doesn't like you. Why are you giving her ammo? Right?
Right. I mean, I think that goes to that. I think that just goes to the fact that Hannah was ready to go. That she just really didn't care.
Yeah, she didn't care. She didn't
care.
Yeah,
she didn't care. She didn't care. She was just like, "I'm good. I'm done." But from where I look at things, it's like Sandy never really liked Hannah in the first place. It's because Hannah had a mind of her own. Yeah, Hannah had her issues. Yes, Hannah could have been fired seasons ago. Let's be real about that. She could have been fired years ago. She wasn't. You kept her on. But she never really nurtured Hannah, like tried to push her along like she did Malia. Like, remember when Malia was on with her before? She's like, "Oh my God, I love Malia. She's great. She's fantastic. She'll be a great captain." You never heard her say anything like that about Hannah.
Yeah,
never. Versus when you look at Lee and Kate's relationship, Lee rides for Kate, which I appreciate. When he was wrong, how he handled the situation, he went to her and he apologized. I'm like, that's what I was looking for. Sandy's not like that.
You're not going to get that. No, not from, no.
Like Malia's kissing a lot of Sandy stuff, so that's why she likes Malia so much. So I was just disappointed in how it all unfolded, even though we knew about it. And Hannah, I'm happy for Hannah. Like, get off the boat.
She's having a baby. She has a new rich man. She has a good life coming. She's good.
Yeah.
She's totally good.
Exactly. What was the next topic? I forgot.
I have a few other people in.
Yeah, go.
Go ahead and bring someone else up, but stay in because I'm gonna bring you up for the next topic.
Okay.
Guys, I'm about to bring up Alabama Camper next. As far as topics, if you're calling in, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the invite link. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna drop it. That way you guys have it. Adam, push the 300. I know, guys, 262 in the room. Please, everyone, like this video on your way in. And if you haven't already, I'm giving away a free 3-day, 2-night vacation. Okay, it's all inclusive, everything except the alcohol and the airfare. And if you're going to complain about that, you don't have to apply. It's okay. But if you're not going to complain about it and you don't want to be a Jolene, guys, go check out my community tab. Go apply. Why not? Who doesn't want a free vacation? 2020 has been a S-H-A-T, don't flag me, YouTube, year. And we've had a pandemic. This has been awful. So who couldn't use a free vacation? That's all. Bye, Jolene. And welcome, Alabama Camper. Hi, Alabama Camper. How are you? We almost have 300 in the room.
I know. You have a lot of people. I know, buddy. I know.
Oh, do you have a dog?
Yeah, I have 8 dogs.
Oh, 8 dogs.
Yeah. He's happy. But no,
Alabama Camper, you might be Alabama Farm.
Huh?
I said you might be Alabama Farm.
I know. I might. Well, actually, somebody called me Alabama Hammer. They just don't know. I am.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Alabama Hammer.
All right. Alabama Hammer. Okay. So did you watch Below Deck last night or no?
I did. I watched some of it. Yes, I did. I do not like Malia. I think she's shady. And I really think that she doesn't have the best interest of anybody on that boat.
Except herself.
Right. And Captain Sandy, we need to replace her with a male captain that's hot, good looking, and sexy because she's old and tired. Yes, I'm done with her.
Actually, I'm not totally against a hot male captain, but
yeah,
I love some Captain Sandy.
No, I used to like her a lot, but she just got really tired. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, she's
not like she used to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to really, really, really give her a pass on this season because I'm not feeling it. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with her, but she just seems like she walks in and she's just like so negative and never positive, and I just don't like her this season. I don't know. I'm not very interested in the show this year. So I'm they need to either figure out something else or get somebody hot and sexy on there. And I'm married, so just
well, Alabama Camper, I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to go ahead. I have a whole line of callers in. If you want to, please stay in the room. I'm going to bring you up at the end.
I will. Great job, Adam. Great job.
Thank you. And 288 in the room.
I know. Good luck.
I'm so excited. Thank you. All right, guys, I have a few other people in the room, so I'm going to go ahead. I have new people in the room. I have Hailey, Leslie, Shannon, Van. I see everyone. So I'm going to start bringing everyone in and trying to respect everyone's time and get as many people as I can in. I'm going to start with, I had Leslie first. Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh my goodness, excuse my face. It's like
no, you look great. I love the blue lipstick. Wow, what do you need? This is Tuesday night. You're rocking it. Go do it.
No, I've been playing with lipsticks because my friend gave me like a whole bunch of these fun lipsticks from Fenty, and I've been like messing around with them. So I kind of like this one. I think I might do it more. Up. Yeah. Well, because I'm like home, like I'm stuck home because my foot.
No, I understand.
Super cute. I cannot believe you got 288 people in here. Like, first of all,
304 now. We're at 304. Guys, everyone, please like this.
What? It's at
yes.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you right now. You have no idea. Like, I absolutely love you. I think you.
Thank you, Leslie. I'm so excited. I love it. And I feel like, you know what? My aunt just gave me this, and it says, even when you don't see it, God is working things out for you for good. She said, take this in with you when you do your video. And I was like, okay, I'll take it with me. This is working. I love this. I'm so excited.
You always got to learn how to look at the positive, and it's just going to multiply. Just be grateful for everything, and it's just going to keep multiplying. Anyway, I didn't watch the cruise thing last night.
Okay.
Because I was catching up on Potomac. Wow.
Candace was supposed to be here tonight.
What?
She was supposed to be here tonight.
And I was just about to say that. I kind of think that I switched from Team Monique to Team Candace.
Did you?
I think I did.
Why?
I think that Candace is getting a very unfair shake of things. I don't like bullies. Whether or not you did something to cause somebody to confront you, I don't like the gang up mentality of it,
But do you not feel like Candace is, in a separate sense, kind of, in a way, bullying on her own, but behind the scenes without the gang up mentality by bringing in Charisse and cultivating these other storylines?
There's a difference between being a bully and being an instigator. And the other one, the one with the baby, what is her name? I keep forgetting her name. Ashley, the super cute one, she's an instigator too. Like, they like to peck. They like to start things, start fires, and walk away. So, like, I think it's kind of hypocritical of Ashley to say things about Candace, because I'm seeing that Ashley's just as bad as Candace. She's toned down a little bit, I guess, motherhood or whatever, and she's kind of like in the Zen space and trying to get her head straight. But I can't hate on Candace.
You're feeling. Listen, I love that. You're feeling Candace.
I can't and there's the fact that Monique got up and walked away. Like, Charisse wasn't doing anything to her. Like, can we just let things go?
And it raises a red flag. That's the problem. Once you start kind of taking yourself out of the situation, it seems like you're hiding something. And if you're not hiding something, you really got to stick in there and stick with it. Because if you don't, you start walking away. All of these other I can't even say the word. You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah. And again, I didn't like Karen at first. I kind of like Karen now.
No, I am so not Team Karen. It's not even funny. Dr. Wendy.
like the fact that she's like, shut it down, let her walk away, give her space, leave her alone.
No, the way she dismisses Dr. Wendy, and she's like, I'm not impressed. I'm like, I'm not impressed with you with your, like Jamal said, rent a life, rent a house, rent a husband, I rent everything.
She's got a PhD. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care how much money you think you have. You can't argue education. You can't argue education. Like, she's brilliant. And she is she is who she is. She has a lot of things going for her. She's a political commentator. She's this, she's that. She's a professor. Just give the girl some credit. I love the show though. I can't
I love that. I love that.
And I hope
Leslie,
you see this. Because
stay on it, you will.
Because, you know, I think it would be a good matchup. I would like to hear what she has to say. Like I said before on Sherelle's talk, I would like to get her take on it as to whether editing is purposely showing her in an unfavorable light.
Yeah, I like that.
You know?
All right.
All right.
All right, Leslie. I appreciate that. Stay on if you will, and then if you will at the end, I'll bring you up and have you say goodbye and what we're looking forward to most this week.
All right, cool. See you later.
Right. Guys, Stephanie, thank you so much for the super chat. Congrats, Adam. I think she's talking about the 300 plus in the room. This is so crazy. 328. Everyone, please like this video on your way in. We'll get more eyes on it. And also, a lot of you guys are going to comment on my video and say, hey, it's so annoying when you say, please like the video. It interrupts the video. I don't care. These are all the people who love watching the video. So we want to make this a great video for everyone else. So stop complaining about it. Stop being about Jolene. Nobody likes a Jolene. Okay. And also thank you, Poppy Doff. Thank you, Poppy Doff. I really appreciate the super chat. All right. I'm going to go ahead and next I have, hi, Hailey. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great.
I'm enjoying you. Ever since you came on, you're such a breath of fresh air.
Well, thank you. Wow. I like you already. I'll keep you around. What did you want to start off on?
All right. So back to the below deck thingy. I'm not really watching it, so I'm going off everything that I've been hearing all day. Excuse me. But what I know though is that if somebody has anxiety is a real thing, you know.
Yeah.
And if somebody has a diagnosis of anxiety, they have a legal medication that, you know, some doctor prescribed. Why is this lady putting it out there like it's illegal drugs, you know? And if she's been using that medication for a while, she has established that it doesn't affect her work, because a lot of people are on psych meds and they function, you know? So the girl going and exposing that thing, you know, to the privacy of her bag or handbag, and then the Captain Sandy, you know, putting it out there and whatever. If she wants to, she could go after them, you know, because even though they're going to say, oh, she signed this contract and she signed that contract, Contract Law 101 tells you that the law of the land or the state or, you know, whatever jurisdiction you're in, it supersedes those little private contracts that you make with someone. So she can't say, you know, oh, you give us your life when you come on the show, you know. But there's something I'm getting a little tongue-tied, but what I'm trying to say is that, you know, like the state law or whatever jurisdiction she's in, it supersedes whatever contract she has with Bravo. Because if somebody has a medical condition and they're getting help for it, you can't fire them because they have their medication with them and it's not affecting their work, you know?
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
I have another person. I see them below who's going like this, and saying that they might have a different opinion.
I'm a medical professional, and I also have a background in law, so I'm just telling you that.
Do you mind if I bring them up with you so we can just kind of see this? Because it's not, I'm not weighing one against the other. I'm super curious. Like a lot of us who are watching this, like my degree is in communication. So yeah. With a Band-Aid or a boo-boo, I'm going to send you running. I have no idea about medical.
And I welcome the other person's perspective also.
I love that. Here, yes, I'm bringing up Shannon Ban. I see that she has maybe a different perspective. And of course, this is such a clean, also, by the way, this is not a dirty page. So it's no like aggressiveness. Right. These are clean opinions. Please, please, please.
Yeah.
All right, Shan. How are you?
On Adam's channel, who's got 1.25 million watching.
This is crazy.
So excited for you.
Hey, Shan, we're talking again at the same time. I think I was talking with you on Gia's live.
I think so.
So, Shan, you were waving your hands, though, at what that Hailey was saying.
So much about this. Okay, so I am going to address the prescription, or the medication. So the first thing is, in the comments, a lot of people are saying that Hannah admitted that she didn't have a prescription. She might not have the script with her, but when you fill your prescription at the pharmacy, all of that information that your doctor wrote on the script is on that box. You have your dosing, you have your dosage, you have your instructions, you have your name, you have the doctor.
It's on the value pack.
Agreed.
Your prescription. It's just not that paper that you left your doctor's office with. So that's number one.
And the pharmacy took that piece of paper anyway.
Exactly. So she has a prescription. Numero uno. Numero dos, about what you were saying, where I don't know if maybe our laws are different here. Sorry, Adam. Were you gonna?
No. I get into it when people say numero dos. They when I watch a movie, I say the word. And my fiance gets so mad at me about this. But go ahead. You were doing this, and I was like in it. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
So number two, I don't know if our laws here in Canada are a bit different than yours, Hailey. Did you say you're originally from Jamaica, but you live in the States, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah. All my education is here. I've lived here for a long time. All my adult life. Yeah.
So in Canada, our maybe our laws are a little bit different health-wise. So I'm also in healthcare, and I wouldn't say that I necessarily agreed with you, because the fact is, okay, think about it. I'm trying to think of a good example, but basically I can't think of it, so I'll just say how I'm feeling. That because she didn't disclose it to Sandy, or to whatever that procedure is, that's what made it where she can't really argue, because she knew clearly what the rules were. Like, if you're going to have medication on board, they were talking about Benadryl. You could have birth control pills. It's probably all the same thing. It was just that she didn't follow protocol.
But can I respond to that?
Of course, yeah.
So I heard a little bit of Sandy's speech, and she said that she's supposed to disclose medication that will impair her job function. So she has had this condition for a long time. She's taken this medication for a long time. And every psych medication, they tell you that. They say, see how it's going to affect you before you operate heavy duty, whatever, drive and so on. Yeah. So she probably knew that it wasn't going to affect her work,
However, so if you're regular dosing, your GP has your GP written PRN, or have they written daily, right? So if you have left it PRN, you can abuse that, and you can get it to the point where it is going to affect. Sorry, PRN means whenever you feel like you need it.
Whenever you feel need it.
See, my doctor's never.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no. Every time I get a bottle of wine, it never says PRN. It just.
But Shan, what I'm saying to you, love, and you're beautiful, by the way. What I'm saying to you, though, is that even if they say PRN, which Adam, it means as needed. She probably knows how she takes it, and she's been taking it for a while, and it's not affecting her job function. So it's not like she's abusing it, But
that's the thing that Sandy doesn't know, right? But it could be.
But I don't think. I feel like Sandy. Sorry, just to interject real quick. I feel like Sandy knows. Sandy definitely knows. Sandy used this, and this is the only reason I say this, and this is where she lost me. Is she did not stop the conversation at the drugs. She kept going.
Right.
All of the other reasons that have built up to this moment. And it's like, okay, now it seems like you use this for a storyline. Not that you were genuinely wanting to kind of dismiss Hannah. And also, it's just very odd that a few weeks out, Aisha's available. This person's like, come on.
Yes. Conveniently, right?
Yeah.
But Adam and Shan, so let me tell you, one, Sandy would have to prove that, that they have evidence of that medication affecting her work, behavior that is kind of, suspicious. That
you haven't been watching, you said, Hailey.
I have not.
She is sedated compared to usual. She's yawning often.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of people abuse benzos. I think we've all probably seen people in our life abuse benzos. And unfortunately, it's a really slippery slope. So I want to be clear. I am not Team Sandy necessarily. But when it just comes to that small issue, I do see where she's coming from. But what I really was like doing this in the background about wasn't just emotions. It was about the fact, how can the rest of the crew trust Malia going forward?
Exactly.
Because she's okay. First of all, Bugsy can trust her because Bugsy knew the plan. Tom can trust her because Tom's sleeping with her. The two guys can trust her. The deckhands can trust her because they're all there. They need to. They have to kiss ass. And I don't think if ASS is wrong, I don't want to be right. They have to kiss ass. You know what I mean? I'm just saying on here because I know YouTube flags you and demonetizes you, whatever. But I'm just saying they have to kiss butt, ass, whatever, because they're on the deck and they have to, you know? And then as far as like the stews, Bugsy's the best friend. Like, I think, honestly, a lot of people were super afraid of Hannah. I think people are going to start being afraid of Malia.
Good call. And then my last thought on this episode, and I will just shut my trap and let everybody else in. Adam, your brilliant idea that made me just fall head over heels for you.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember that idea that I just swoon over whenever it's meant to?
Who are you saying Captain Sandy needs a term?
She just needs, it's been 4 years. This is her 4th season.
You're saying we have to phase Captain Sandy out.
She just needs a break maybe in between terms. Maybe she can get reelected.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam.
No, I really love Captain Sandy. I feel like we're losing her this season, though. I just feel like the way that she is playing in more to the storyline as opposed to being so true to herself, and that's honestly what I'm getting. I don't know what you guys are reading out of this. I feel like that's where I'm starting to lose her, and it's not making, like, I am a die-hard Captain Sandy fan. This season, I'm not feeling that way, and I hate that. But at least I'm honest. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, Captain Sandy. No F way. That's not how I'm feeling.
There's still 8 episodes left, so you still can have lots of time to get your fix, and then we'll let her have a
And actually, because now that honestly, thank you so much, Kim, for the super sticker. Love you. Adios, Jolene. Yes, bye, Jolene. I love that. But no, now that we see Captain Sandy starting to strike back, honestly, I think I'm going to be super excited to watch the episodes where she's striking at Malia, and Malia's like, he's going to walk off the boat. And Captain Sandy's like, then good, let him walk off the boat. Walk off the boat. Because if you don't, don't coach him and guide him. Because if he can't stay here by himself, he doesn't need to be here. And Malia's like, no, that's my man. I want to make him look good. I brought him on here. And he said in this episode, the first episode that he actually is really premiered on with his skills, he says, this is suicide. I should not have done it. He knew.
I did the same thing. I caught that. And I was like, you guys. Anywho, are you going to watch Hailey? Are you going to tune in every week, every Monday?
You know what? I have my quota of reality shows because I have projects that I have to do, and I'm so behind on them. You know, so
you're a busy gal.
Because between Adam and Perry and Sherelle, I'm already not even keeping up with my schedule.
And don't forget Gio.
And Gio. Hey, listen, I want to say this before I bow out. I've been trying to get this term to take off. I'm calling you guys Team Spag for Sherelle, Perry, Adam, and Gio.
Sherelle, Perry, Adam, and Gio Spag?
Yes, Spag. No, Team Spag. Spag.
Team Spag.
SPAG.
I've never been called a spag. I've been called things that rhyme with it, but not a spag. I like that. So I'm digging it.
You're the best. You too, Adam.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. Hailey, I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to go ahead and drop you guys down. I have a few other callers. I'm going to bring them up.
All right. Take care.
Bye, guys. Guys, how awesome were they? Thank you so much for calling in, guys. I have another few callers. I'm going to try to hit everybody in the room before going. 362 in the room. Everyone, please like this video if you haven't already. And go check out my free 3-day 2-vacation giveaway. 3-day 2-night vacation giveaway. If you haven't already liked it, like it. Because that way, if we hit 400 in the room tonight, I swear to God, I'm going to do a cartwheel. I don't know how to do a cartwheel, but I'll attempt it. With that being said, I'm going to bring up Kiki Lee. And Kiki's going to tell us what she's sounding off on. Who knows? It could be Below Deck. It could be Brandy, Potomac, Beverly Hills, Orange County, something Bravo. I'm sure it's something. We're going to see. Hi, Kiki.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you for calling in. You're a new face.
Yes, I love you. I've been with you from the beginning. I watched you with Sherelle. I watched you since you started, and I've been trying to send you super chats, but sometimes it doesn't let me. But
I appreciate the love anyways. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me in. So number one, I want to say Below Deck. I mean, I love Hannah, and I love Malia in a little way. It's just like when Malia said, like, when Hannah was leaving, and then Malia was like, "Oh, so did you put it in the preference sheet? Like, not preference sheet, but like, did you put it in your record or whatever?"
Yeah.
I was like, so.
It was a dig.
Yes, it was
a
like,
dig.
oh, you know that you did something wrong.
But did you see Hannah's face though when she walked past? She went, like, it almost looked like she wanted to throw like a shoulder into her. Did you see that?
Yeah, because Hannah knew that he did it.
Yeah, she's like, first of all, Captain Sandy wasn't rummaging through my,
Exactly. Like, Hannah knew at that moment that it was Malia. Because who else? Like, you share a cabin. Who else would have known? Who else would have said something?
And who else would have had the photo? Who else would have had the photo of that kind of, like, who else is it? Exactly, like you're saying, who else is in the cabin? Go ahead.
Exactly. Right. It's just that. And it's like, if I was Hannah, I would have done the same thing. Like, oh, okay. And then walked away. Like, I'm glad for Hannah that she didn't, like, pick a fight or anything with Malia at that time. And it was great for her to do that way.
But can I also say, though, real quick, not to interrupt you, I feel like this is another reason this felt like a orchestrated storyline. Because when she did kind of walk off in that way, Captain Sandy walking off the boat to go follow her, there was no reason for that. Let her go. She already did. For what? You know you're going to rile her up.
But you know why?
Reaction. You know she does not like Malia, and you know she knows exactly who just did this.
But you know why that happened? Because Anna took her mic off. And she was talking on the phone without her mic. And she kept telling the producers, like, back off, back off. So they needed somebody with a mic.
Production to send that. That's so funny that you just called that. I didn't even think of that. I was so into the whole Tom thing. And I love behind scenes production moves. That's exactly what they did. That's a good call, Kiki. You're right. She's like, guys, we can do this back and forth all day. And she took off her mic. Yeah. And then they're like, Sandy, we need you to jump in here. Sandy, you have a mic. You're exactly right. That's exactly what they did.
Malia wasn't going to go after her. She doesn't get along with Bugsy.
Yeah.
Jess is busy cleaning the cabins.
Yeah, like, well, in the stews, like, she would never... She's so, and not mean and like, I don't actually feel, I love Hannah. I love talking, like, I am so, Hannah and Kiko are my two most favorite, like, people on the,
I love Kiko.
Yes, Hannah and Kiko, like, I am so for them, it's not even funny. But I do have to say, there are parts of Hannah that are super intimidating. So send Jess or Bugsy after her, and as soon as she looks at them and she says, walk away, get out of my face, I'm not talking, they're going to be like, whereas, like, it's like, no, bitch.
It
like,
wasn't going to work.
No.
It wasn't going to work. Like, Bugsy could have gone after her. Pete could have gone after her, but he got his time cut off, but whatever. Anybody could have gone after her, but it wasn't going to work out unless
the same way as Sandy
went out there. Yeah.
But I don't like Sandy's words before she went, too. Like, her, as she's walking up the stairs and she's like, then F you and this and that. And I'm just like, you're losing me, Sandy. You're losing me. Like, Hannah did not really do anything. This is nothing that you want us to believe. You fly to New York with Hannah. You do Watch What Happens Live with Hannah. You've been on multiple seasons with Hannah. You've done multiple boat rides. You know Hannah's anxieties. You know her on such a personal level.
And you're not going to tell me that Sandy didn't know about these issues. Not Sandy. Captain Sandy. She didn't know that she was taking this medicine or that she didn't go through anxiety attacks. Hannah has had anxiety attacks in the past.
Yeah.
She's known Hannah for many, many years. She should have known what Hannah was doing and I understand Hannah at one point, like, she's like a veteran in these yaps. So she's probably like, oh, I can get away with it. But the fact that they took that to fire her, I just don't buy it.
It wasn't cool.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't cool at all. And I'm curious, real quick, Kiki. Hannah this is what I don't understand. Hannah was so transparent with all of, the Valium had her name on it. She had the legal CBD pen, like, all of this is out. It's in there, in her space, like up front. You know, she's not trying to hide anything.
Right.
Was she actually going into the bathroom to use the restroom, or was she like, F this, I'm going to dump the stuff and be like, oh, I don't know where they went?
I don't believe that. Listen, if you want that, and if you're an addict, and if you're doing that, you're not dumping it down the toilet. Why would you?
Yeah.
I don't think you would. Sorry.
Oh, did it?
No,
Can you hear us?
like a phone call. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Oh, please do. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I was getting a phone call at the same time.
It's okay.
But I feel like if you were doing that as like a, you know, you're an addict and you're doing this like for whatever, you wouldn't dump it down the toilet. Like Hannah is a professional, and Hannah knows what she's doing, and she has anxiety attacks, and she has her prescription. She had it. So I believe that she had it medically, and she had it for her own purpose. However, I don't believe that that's what caused her to lose her, you know, momentum in the yak, if you will call it that. Like, I just feel like she just wasn't feeling it anymore. And it happened last season. When she was there last season, even Captain Sandy said, like, I don't feel like you have it in you anymore. You don't like it anymore. And Hannah said, yeah, I don't like it. I'm just doing it for the money.
Yeah. Carol said, Adam, you need to check your facts about C-Law. Carol, I actually did check my facts. I know exactly why Hannah was fired, and I know exactly what happened. But thank you, Carol, for chiming in. I think that's the conversation, the very same conversation we just had. That's all. But I did have to say real quick, Kiki, before I go ahead and drop you down and bring up the next person, because we do have a line of callers.
Okay.
My favorite part, and I'm curious, what was your favorite part about Hannah's exit? I have to say mine was at the end when before she ends up completely leaving the boat and saying, can I have my Valium, please? I was like, what? She's like, can I have my, I mean, honestly, at this point, you're firing me, everything else. Now I freaking really need my Valium. Give me the Valium, give me the pin, duplicate the pin, give me a paycheck, give me something.
That was a boss move right there. I was like, okay, you're going to fire me? Sure. Can I have my Valium back?
Do you know what I would have done if I were her? I honestly would have went 3 clicks to turn the CBD pin on, blown it out, popped out a Valium. Guys, can you get my bags? Walked over to the bar, poured a big glass of white wine.
Like
and if it wasn't a big glass, I would have gotten 2.
What's that movie called? It was a movie that said, like, F you, F you, F you. You're cool. I'm out.
I'm not sure, but listen, I feel it. I love it. I already love the concept of it. I would have hit the CBD pin, popped the Valium, poured 2 glasses of I almost said a bad word. Poured 2 glasses of wine and said, can you please bring my bag?
Honestly, take the bottle. Just take a bottle out of the bar and just walk out.
Actually, I've done that. I'm not even gonna say where, but I've walked out of a club job and just went, you know what? Peace. Get out of here. Yeah, get out of here. But Kiki, I really appreciate you calling in. I do have a few other callers. We have to end this at an hour. Thank you so much. And please call in next time. I appreciate it. Bye, Kiki. All right, guys. So one of my last callers, I have Big Red in the room. I'm going to go ahead and bring her up, and then I'm going to go ahead and say my goodbyes to everybody. 350 in the room tonight. What a night. I am so excited. And thank you so much, guys. You guys are the best for supporting my channel. And just 350. I don't even think I know 50 people, let alone 350 in the room. I just have to say that. I really don't. And if I know 50 people, I probably like 4 of them. And probably 2 of them like me. So I just want to say, statistics, not working in my favor. Hi, Big Red.
Hey, Adam. I love you so much. I love you, Adam.
I'm keeping you around.
I mean, I literally love you so much. You're smart. Not to mention your face, your husband, Lucky. And you're just sweet. I love you.
Wow. Now, why don't you call in more now?
I have so many times. I have.
No,
I just got off Gio's show. I always call Perry and Gio.
No, please call in more. I promise you.
Seriously,
I'm gonna make it my mission.
I always call. I've been trying to talk to you and Sherelle for the longest. Seriously.
No way, Big Red. You have my word now. I'm giving you my word in front of all 358 people in the room. Anytime you call, you have a platform with me. That's
you got it, baby, because you got that face. God has did good, and Lord, you good. But
wow, and I have my God sign. Wow.
And
okay.
Guess what? I'm so proud of you because I had the same thing today, and so much luck. You keep that. You keep because you going nothing but up, baby. Nothing but up, and I'm gonna be right there with you.
Thank you, baby.
I got to tell you. I think everything that's going on with Bravo is Bravo. I think I am such a Sandy fan. I love Sandy, but now I'm disappointed in her. I'm disappointed because she let Bravo. I think she's stressed out. I think Bravo doing this. I honestly do. Bravo doing all of this because Hannah been a bitch for what? 4 seasons? No, I'm not supposed to cuss. I'm sorry. But
I said the B word on accident too. So listen, I guess we're just
Hannah been something else, but you gotta admit, Hannah has been carrying that show. She is blue. I love Hannah as far as keeping that show going.
It's true. She's the OG. It's just like Kate for the other one.
Exactly. So I think Malia had a lot to do with it. I don't like her. I loved her in the beginning, but now they think the grass greener on the other side. You watch.
And I can't wait with Tom now in the weeds. I'm living for this moment. I have to say.
Me too. It's gonna be like checkmate.
I thought he was going to come in and be so good. I thought he was going to kill every single meal. The fact that they're giving us reality gold with him serving oysters that have shells in them and them complaining about the lobster and then Bugsy throwing away the little potato. Like this is, he's going off on everything. And he needs a sous chef. He go to need a sous chef.
Oh my God. And how does he know to come on there with the knives, Adam? How did he know that they knew?
Knew what?
They knew Malia, her boyfriend, everybody knew that they was about to cut Hannah, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong. I mean,
my theory on that was only because he was honestly, and I get this again. I don't know how you said, Big Red, you've been following from the beginning. I can't really disclose everything, but I've been around a lot of these productions for Bravo and stuff, and behind the scenes too, watching. And I can totally just rip this apart. And what I'm reading here is that Kiko was an amazing chef. Had a beautiful personality.
Oh my God.
It's not interesting. It's not drama. It's not, but also what's his face? And I even hate to say this because I've watched every episode, but I just consider him what's his face. Man, this guy is so not interesting, but he's funny. He's the one who's up Bugs' butt the whole time.
He started with Jay. Talking about the guy that oh my God, that's Hannah.
It's slipping my head right now too.
Didn't he do something with Hannah? The guy that had a relationship with Hannah?
Alex. Shannon Van is throwing it up there. It's Alex.
Yes.
It's Alex. But even him, his personality, it's exciting, it's fun, it's great, but
it's good.
There's no real conflict there. The only reason he's not getting cut is because a chef is a major conflict role. This is the major role on the ship that he fights with the chief stew. He fights with the captain. He pretty much tells everyone to piss off. If you want to do it, come in here. You want to make polpa de sepia? You want to cut up an octopus, flip flop, flambe, saute?
I love him though, Adam. I love him. I really do. I like the guy that what is his name? Alice? Is that the guy with the smart mouth? He's I like him. I did like him though, for real. But now I don't think Malia boyfriend gone. He looks boring. I don't think I'm gonna like him.
I think he looks very nice. He's super sweet. By the way, I do have to touch on this. I'm American. Big Red, are you American?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. I'm American. I'm from America. This is one of the things, and I mention my fiance a lot in here. This is one of the things that just kind of irks me. The guy coming down in the galley being like, "Hey, I want to tell you a joke." Englishman walks in on his wife with 2 husbands. Hello.
Oh my God.
Hello 3 times. And the guy's like, "No, idiot. You're really just as dumb as you look." Is honestly, you can read it on Tom's face. And Tom's like, "Wow, this is really probably why I think that a lot of people from X, Y, and Z are stupid because you."
Absolutely.
He's like, this is what Americans say about English people. It's like, you don't say it to the person who's the butt of the joke, a-hole.
Adam, you are so smart. This is why I love you. Oh, wow. My God. I love you so much, man. You're going to do good. I'm going to stick with you. I swear I'm going to stick with you. I love you so much. And you have a really funny personality. You need to show it more.
Thank you. I'm trying. I'm learning my YouTube, you know? I'm getting my feelers out there.
Actually, I think you have the personality. You just need to just relax, calm down. You probably got maybe you need a Valium like Hannah. I mean, I take them. Hell.
I need.
And they're not going to tell me that, you know, Anna had them Valiums because Anna said it publicly. How many years now? She used to be like, hell, I need a Xanax. I need a Valium. You're not going to tell me you didn't know that girl took. Come on now.
I know. No, see, I'm not really a Valium kind of guy, but I need a box of wine. If I don't have a box of wine, somebody might get hit. You might get hit. If I don't have a box of wine, somebody's getting hit.
Yes, I got to have my Moscato Sweet Red. I have to have it.
I love that. Well, Big Red, I appreciate you calling in, and thank you so much. I guess before we go, I at least want to ask, did you at least go ahead and apply for the vacation?
No, you know what, Adam? I'm going to do that as soon as we hang up because I really need a vacation. I'm totally stressed out.
Big Red, you need it. It's almost, I mean, it's literally 5 stars, all inclusive except the alcohol. They give you a ride to and from the airport, 3 days, 2 nights. Go take care of yourself. All you have to do is comment the person you would bring, share the video, and you're already subscribed. So you're halfway.
I'm going to do it as soon as I hang up. Adam, you keep that good job up. I'm having a prayer for you every night. I have a prayer for you. I really have a big heart for you and Gio. I don't know why. I think like God put you guys here for this reason.
And I love you.
I love you too. Hugs.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, we did it at the same time.
I know. Next time I feel like I'm gonna see you one day. We're gonna be walking down the street and I'm gonna be like, Big Red, and you're like, Adam, and I'm like,
all right. Hugs for me. I love everybody out there. Everybody stay tuned in for Adam.
Thank you, Big Red. I appreciate you.
You have a good one.
You too. All right, guys, with that being said, Big Red was awesome. This has been such a fun show tonight. I've already hit an hour. I'm going to go ahead. I have 2 people left in the room, and they're kind of like the OGs for me. I have Shan and Jamal. So with that being said, I'm going to bring up Shan and Jamal both to go ahead and say goodbye and what we're looking forward to most this week. I do have to cut this. I appreciate everybody. 350 in the room. This is like a dream come true. Guys, I'm so excited. I actually, if you guys don't know this, I just hit 2 months yesterday on YouTube. Officially as far as being monetized and stuff. So this is really, really exciting for me. If you haven't already, please like the video. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up Shan and Jamal. Come on, guys.
We
all right, guys.
Bottles.
I love that.
Wow. We're popping bottles. We're celebrating.
YouTube.
Adam, you did it.
I'm so excited, guys. Thank you, Shan and Jamal, always for calling in. I really appreciate it. I cannot even believe we have 350 in the room tonight. That's amazing. When I go on Sherelle and Perry and I see 400, 500, I see 1,500, I'm like, this is like, I remember when I first did my first live and I saw 15 and I was like, Mom, I called my mom and I was like, if I hit 20, this is a success. And now it's 350. I'm so happy, guys.
Oh my God, and your mom's just in the other room so you can go celebrate with her.
No, she's not. She's not in the other room.
Oh, I thought you went up there together.
No, she didn't make this one. But I am visiting my new grandpa that I just found, my biological grandpa. And I just found out this year in 2020, my ethnicity, I'm Croatian. This has been a big year for me. So I'm finding out a lot, okay? Yes, thank you, guys. I'm not trying to throw out my whole life story for you. But with that being said, Shan, go ahead and tell us what we're looking forward to most this week.
This week
in the whole Bravo sphere.
As always, I'm looking forward to New York.
Okay, New York.
That's me.
All right.
Oh, Jamal, I saw that, Jamal.
Jamal's not feeling it.
For me, it's Beverly Hills. I want to see that dinner with Brandy and the girls. I want to know what was said.
It's the finale.
I want to see who's there.
Guys, tomorrow's the finale.
And the reason why I want to see these text messages that Brandy has.
They could be doctored. She could say it's Denise.
She can't be that dumb, though. And I say dumb. I use that so loosely and respectfully. That would be dumb. I want to extend that.
But who would have an affair on text? You use Wicker for that. I'm sorry.
They have, is that the app where they disguise your phone number? Because they have those, by the way, guys. Come on.
It's the one you met, like you invite a friend, and then whatever you type is gone within whatever time limit you set. It's completely erased. That's how you do it. Just a little.
Jamal, why do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Beverly Hills in New York. That's what we're looking for.
And you? Oh, you?
I have to say, I'm almost honestly with the reunion coming up for Beverly Hills, I feel like I already know what Brandy's gonna say. I feel like I can predict like everything that's about to happen. I'm looking forward to Potomac, and I love that Bravo now knows that since they again at the beginning of the pandemic they had to push out some of these shows, in order to fill time slots. Like Potomac got pushed back months.
Right.
Now, if you notice, they're starting to, now that they can kind of jump into production and pre-production again, they're going into Jersey and going into these other places, and they're like, cast trips, we're going, go, film, because guys, in 4 months, we're going to have nothing except reruns. We need now. Except Salt Lake City. That's already filmed.
I feel like such an idiot. That's what I was going to talk about, was the trip to Lake George, but we'll do that next Tuesday.
No, go ahead. Say it real quick. What did you think?
Did you see that a certain someone got left out on purpose because Teresa demanded it? Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures, y'all. Everybody go online. Look for the hashtag Real Housewives of New Jersey, and you'll see someone's missing.
Dan, I love that. And also, don't say it if you know who I'm talking about. But did you pick up on whose potential new man I might be talking to?
Duh.
Okay. Okay, guys, with that being said, thank you so much for everybody calling in. And sorry, by the way, I just want to say I got 4 comments last night for saying I say guys too much, and everyone said, not everyone in the room is a guy. Stop being so sexist. Do you only like men? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I'm not even going to answer that. So thank everyone.
Jolene wrote the comment 4 times.
Bye, Jolene. Yeah, don't bully me.
Jolene.
I love Shan. Shan's not a dude. Stop it, okay?
Little do you know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for calling in. And tomorrow we're gonna do Beverly Hills. I can't wait.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're gonna see it at least. We're not gonna do it, but we're gonna see it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh, and thank you, Carla.